Alright, here goes. Introducing the red player, Avilo. And introducing the blue player, Snowy. Snowy is playing Zerg and Mr. Avilo is playing Terran. Both players producing workers as they should be, and Avilo deciding to wall the ramp with a depot. Pretty freaking standard. As always, Snow is sending overlords in the direction of the ramp, and where is this going? Looks like it's going over here somewhere. And Avilo decides to scout and build rather early gas. This is like a Reaper timing gas. Times out perfectly if all goes well. When this barracks is finished, he is able to produce a Reaper. On the snowy side of things, very standard build coming up. First a gas and then a pool. Avilo will see all of this very soon. Has a curious way to scout. He's checking the third for some reason. No, he's not. And here starts the Reaper. Right about now, yes. And Avilo decides to expand to the natural location right away. What is this SCV doing? He's still checking around, making sure everything is alright. Nothing's hidden from him. For example, here might be something lurking in the shadows. I don't know. Now he's checking the third location, making sure it's not gonna be taken early. And Snowy starts standard 6 lanes, 2 queens, sends drones away at 100 gas, and I am assuming he's gonna make... Yes, here goes. Metabolic boost for the Zerglings. On the Avilo side of things, he's taking second gas, standard factory timing and reactor timing, going for Hellions I assume, and probably starboard after that. And Reaper is scouting. He has 1 kill already, so 1 Zergling has fallen. Here comes a little bit dancing with the Zerglings. Looks like Avilo's winning on that front. Snowy is playing with the shadows here a little bit, like... Let's see how this goes. Oh no! Avilo loses the Reaper. Damn it. Let's see what this link can do. Nothing. Avilo sneakily hides the SCV inside the building. But this prevents it from turning into orbital at least. Finally it's gonna turn. Avilo decides against building the starport and takes an early third instead. He's accumulating a lot of gas for no reason at the moment, but I hope he finds something to use it soon. On the Snowy side of things, there's a third base, standard, no extra gas yet. Making a lot of queens. 2 extra at the moment for creep spreading, not injecting here for some reason. I don't know what he's doing. No, there's an inject. Great stuff. Both players are playing really fast, I assume. Well, Snow is playing on 300 and has a low average APM at the moment, while Terran player is playing pretty fast already. And here comes the starboard. It's a bit late, and he also finished this third base here. Starts a Raven and second factory. Armory also coming up, so these bad boys are gonna have a decent chance of doing some damage as Hellbats. Snowy has taken gases, now saturating them. And still no lair, making queens. all day long. Not injecting, but making creep spread rather. Has some links derping around, seeing what's on the Avilo side of things. The Hellbats are curiously home, used as a wall. These links are still derping around. More links derping around. These guys are probably gonna get roasted. No, just derping around. Avilo takes extra gases, still not landing his third. I assume that's because he's not having a walling yet. Sends Bark scouting around, and while in Snowy's base, he's taking Mailing Nest, droning up heavily. Starts link production right about now. He's maybe worried a little bit about those Hellbats, and as you should, but they are staying home. So for the time being, switch up to Reactor. Gonna make some Vikings or Liberators. Considering cast count, he has money for 2 Liberators if he wants to go that route. +1 is already coming up, while +1 starts for Snowy as well. On the melee upgrades, mind you. Melee is not optimal route to take against mech players, but Ultra Risk timing can surprise them if mech timing is not before that. So I guess Snowy is banking on Ultra Risk timing. Zergling Bailing shouldn't do much against this, at least if they're properly spread and tanks are sieged. Lair is just about to finish, and there's no 4th base around yet, which is really odd. He's smashing links. Drone count is at 56. It's a little bit less than Terran player, like 3 workers less. But supply is heavily favoring Zerg player, floating a little bit of money as well. Starts infestation bits, so and takes 4th. He's planning to go high, I assume. Or other option is Swarm House. Scouts around with 2 links, and while Avilo is scouting with barracks over here. He scouts this base, decides to send his whole army toward that location. Links should not beat this, so I guess he's gonna make some bailings. This should hold even bailings, I think, as long as he sieges tanks and makes Hellbats out of those Hellions. A lot of bailings in production, 24 exactly. Bailing speed almost finished. Starts drone production behind it, so it's gonna drone the 4th base, I assume. Going toward that standard macro game drone count. And Avilo is breaking the rocks over here. I'm not sure why he's doing it. And let's see how this attack goes. There's a little bit problems with unit placement on Avilo's side, and a little bit micro issues for Snowy. The Zerglings are attacking everything from buildings to turrets. And not actual units, but since the army was so separated for Avilo, the attack goes better than it should be going. At this point, Avilo is in real trouble. He's taking a lot of economic damage, and the supply count is like double what it should be. Double less than the Zerg, that is. Here goes. Here on Snowy side, there's fully saturated 4th base. Drone count is at 82, 81 at the moment. And APMs are around, well, above 200 for both of them. I mean, I know the person that requested this replay is really fond of APMs. That's why I'm showing these guys to showing these things to you. That is, crit threat is okay. Could be better with this amount of queens. There's a counter attack coming up with circlings. Let's see what he can do with those. And he spreads a little bit of links forward so they soak a tank hit. Well, they snipe a tank and a worker building on the fort base. That's about it. Worker counts are 38. Workers killed 46 on the other side, and mech player has yet to kill one. Units killed is favoring terran player. Barracks is still scouting around, sees nothing of interest so far. Snow is taking 5th base, and while Avilo is taking his 4th base. A lot of mech production over here. 6 factories and a starboard. Mech upgrades are at +1. He has stopped there for some reason. Maybe economic issues. 47 SCVs left at the moment. The supply is still double for the Zerg. So the Terran is in big trouble. There's an ultra-risk army marching toward his base, but the base is heavily fortified. This wall is really great. He certainly knows what he is doing on the defensive building placement part of things. Queens come to support the army, and the attack ensues. It looked like Ultra is killed one of their own brethren. Yeah, there goes another attack toward Ultras. I don't know what Snow is doing, smoking something, I guess. And the attack, well, it sort of fails. The buildings die. The defensive setup was pretty great. But Snowy has another attack planned already, and the supply is still heavily favoring him. Creep spread is starting to look a little bit better at this point, and Avilo is not sieged up, and the building placements are not working for him, so this ends the game. And here's the final results of units killed and workers killed. Stats, resources, income, spending. You can pause if you want to see this structures. Units lost, favoring Terran a little bit. Production, upgrades, active forces, APM, final APM 253 for the Zerg and 272 for the Terran. EPM is favoring Zerg, however. Okay, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and thanks for listening.